Hello everyone, and welcome to the Pokke Village Hunters video cast, episode 4, A New Hope.
I am Rin.
And I'm Adele, and after our long vacation in the Bahamas, we're finally back.
I wish.
Maybe for you. Ready to bring you more lore, and of course, news in the Monster Hunter world. So what's been up, Ren?
Well, Jake Mackey is the new head of the Monster Hunter community for Capcom EU.
Wow, jumping right into it. I'm
had
trying to like talk about you.
I ain't got nothing to talk about.
Ain't nothing to talk about. Ren has just stayed
Ain't nothing
at
to
home.
talk
She
about.
went to
I'm
work,
still playing.
and she played her.
Yeah,
The end.
I go to work. I play video games. That's it.
That's it.
Pretty much.
Story of our lives.
You, however, I've been on forced hiatus for like the past 6 months.
Yes, I finally moved into a new place. It's not the greatest, but it is not where I was previously. And that.
And more importantly, you now finally have internet.
Yes, good
After
internet.
not having it.
Pretty good internet that I pay a pretty penny for. So.
Apparently much better than mine at the moment.
Well, maybe if you moved out of your house, you'd have better internet.
I don't think my house is quite the problem.
I think your house is the problem.
I don't think so.
Get rid of your house.
No.
Just do it.
No.
Okay, fine. You can keep the house this time. So yeah, I'm back, and we'll be doing this again, thankfully. I know I said like the last one was like, oh yeah, a couple weeks we'll have it, and we had an episode ready to go. It's just
It never saw the light of day
No.
until now.
probably for the best.
Yeah. As a result, we are doing this news update to tack on to the lore bit that we recorded like 6 months ago.
Yes. I guess I'll include a little annotation. I guess it'll pop up right there. Ding. And
Sure.
that'll be it's cute. And
And the link in the doobly-doo.
yes, and the description. I can't remember the name of the,
The
episode now.
doobly-doo.
You can't remember what a description is?
No! You are not a nerd fighter.
Oh.
You don't know what a doobly-doo
No,
is.
I don't know what a doobly-doo is, nor would I.
It's another word for the description.
Doobly-doo.
I did not forget what it was. Yes, doobly-doo.
Okay, I'm never using that word again.
Even KC knows that one.
Well, Casey doesn't pay me to know these things. He pays me for my voice.
He doesn't pay you anything.
Actually,
Oh.
since I took over JV's position, I get a chance to be the new partner.
Well, eventually.
Eventually, like now. Oh, it's already happening. Look at all this money just pouring in my account. Pennies at a time. So many. Anyway,
Where's my pennies for the episodes I helped cook?
you're not on there full time.
Hmm.
I have the better voice, and I play more juegos than you. Anyway, our lore bit will be in a separate thing. It'll be another little video on the side. It'll cover Monster Hunter 2 lore.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll include a link in the description and the little ding box right there. Again, I dinged earlier, but don't worry about it. So, let's jump into the news. As you said, Jake Mackey is the new head of the Monster Hunter community for Capcom EU.
I won his hoodie.
Yeah, I want his hoodie too. He made a video, and it got my hopes up, and it really, spurred me to really get this show back on track. He was saying how he wants anyone that has to do with Monster Hunter, he wants to hear from them, he wants to see what they do, he wants to gather hunters together, and that's pretty exciting. So,
Yes.
I'm a little jealous I'm not in the EU. Still stuck in New Orleans, but God help New York once I get back. And plus, we still need to get a Wii U. I'm ready to record stuff off of it. We got the device. And I'm G rank on my... I've done everything in the 3DS game. I'm ready to transfer over. I'm so bored of solo play. No idea. Oh well. Anyway, let's jump into the rest. What's next on the list?
Okay. Monster Hunter Online, the infamous PC MMO, is being made by Tencent, running on the CryEngine 3, we heard about a long while ago. It's still in beta. However, Crytek has said that it's unlikely to be released outside of China. Don't get your hopes up. But who knows, maybe they won't IP ban like Frontier does.
Who knows? Communists are
But
weird.
anyway, currently confirmed monsters for Monster Hunter Online. With the returning monsters are Buldrome, Cephadrome, Congalala, Daimyo Hermitar, Shogun Centaur,
Slow down.
Velocidrome, Velocidrome, Gendrome, Gypsaros, Hypnocatrus, Kezu, Plasioth. Ooh, he's gonna be fun. Rathalos, Rathian, Yinkuku, and Blue Yinkuku.
Oh boy, blue.
The new monsters are Beliday, who is a new Carapacian, Caesarbur, Ermagerd, Caesarbur,
A new Pokemon.
the beaver bear-looking fanged beast thing that has seen a lot of YouTube videos.
So he's the new.
There's a
He's the new snow rabbit, essentially.
pretty
No, I'm
much
sorry. He's the new bear. What's his face? Oh,
Arzuros.
Arzuros. I'm still bad with the English names.
There is a subspecies of Caesarbur, and there's also a gold Congalala. And the new, not new, the current weapons available in the beta are the sword and shield, the great sword, the long sword, the hammer, and the late bowgun.
So-
I'm sure they're going to be adding more.
So no bows, no gun lances, no lances, and no heavy bow guns.
Not yet. Not yet. It's still in beta. They still got work to do.
Whatever.
And they did show bows in the cinematic, so it's probably going to add bows eventually.
That's true, I guess. All right.
But anyway, if you're interested, you can find videos on YouTube. There's a bunch of new moves for the different weapons. There's new fire mechanics that's more realistic. It like spreads on the grass and stuff.
Ooh.
And some semi-destructible environments. I remember one. There's like a wrecked ship that's like beached up on the sand, and you fight a Congalala there. And if the Congalala belly slams the deck of the ship, it breaks.
Oh, that's cool. That is actually really
and sends
cool.
everybody down into. Everybody winds up falling into the hold.
Oh. All right. So,
yeah.
On to more depressing news. Monster Hunter 4 has released, has hit in Japan. Sold over 3 million copies since its release in mid-September. Still no word from Capcom on a Western release, but it is getting a Korean release. So you can either buy and import this game from Japan, or you get a Korean one now. You have your choice. Delightful.
Yay.
Let's see. Oh, and of course, all the tentative changes here. They've finally gotten rid of underwater combat, which I guess
Yay.
they realize sucks. There's nothing fun about underwater combat. It's like, okay, I'm charging my
really
great
wasn't.
sword. Here comes the Lagia. Oh, it was just too short. Just too short. Oh. And then it body slam.
Don't get me started on fighting CDS.
Well, at least it's big enough.
Well, it's big enough, sure, but it also means that you can't get out of the way of anything it does.
Nope. Underwater sucks. So they've replaced that with a vertical element, which
Well, vertical, yes.
I said vertical.
Right.
Don't mess with me.
Continue.
Anyway, players can jump on monsters' backs to attack. The terrain has more slopes, drops, and cliffs. So you're scrambling along the terrain while fighting the monster. And I remember in the preview, when they first showed the game, it showed the hunter jumping on the Tigrex's back and stabbing it multiple times while a meter built up. So that's pretty interesting. Kind of brutal, but very interesting. Monsters also vary, their behavior accordingly. However you fight them. So if you're scrambling up a slope, the Tigrex is going to be right behind you trying to get up and eat you.
Yep.
So each weapon has been given something it can do while the player is dropping from a jump, usually an attack. They have that new weapon still, but I'll get to that in a second.
We'll get to that in a minute.
Let's see. Climbing is much faster than previously. Yeah, because it would suck if I was climbing.
Thank God.
Could you imagine, like, you're just trying to... oh, no. The monster. Never make it up.
Yep, it's so good now you can even carry eggs while you're
That's
climbing
crazy.
a wall.
So I put it on my back?
It's one-handed, I think.
Oh.
You hold the egg in one hand and you climb.
What a man. Alright, so, yeah, apparently carrying eggs while climbing. Alright, also new to the game is...
Yeah, you can climb up a sheer cliff with a gigantic egg, but if a bee hits you, it's
Yo,
gone.
that bee is huge, though, in fairness.
True.
Alright.
It's bigger than your head.
Also new is the mysterious Pokemon virus.
What?
Yes, it infects your Pokemon and then spread. Now, it's called the feral wyvern virus.
I think that's called the Pokke Rustler.
Well, it's short for Pokemon virus.
Yeah, but it's called the Pokke Rustler.
Yeah, you know, like Toys R Us. So, with this, monsters infected with it return back to life once defeated, becoming faster, more powerful,
Zombies.
and more aggressive. So, that's frightening.
Not fun.
I can't.
And they look horrifying while they're doing it.
Isn't Black Tigrex in this game?
Yes.
Oh, baby.
Yep. Yeah. We'll get to the monster
Ooh,
list in a bit.
baby.
Yes. Black Tigrex.
How?
I'm not sure if I do know Tigrex is one of the monsters that you can fight that is infected.
Yes.
I don't know if Black Tigrex gets infected or not.
That'd be awesome.
But that would be.
That would be.
Oh, wait till you see the new subspecies of Tigrex.
Ooh. Is it ice?
Anyway, no.
Poison?
Continue on. We'll get to it. We'll
Is
get
it
to
water? Do I go underwater and fight the Tigrex? Does he spin underwater?
it. That would
No,
be
it's
awesome.
sand Tigrex, isn't it?
No.
Damn.
You're thinking Barioth.
Okay, so when the hunter is affected, they gain a large increase in their affinity, but will have a set amount of time to get rid of the virus by attacking the monster that infected them. If they succeed in ridding themselves of the virus, they will be buffed and gain resistance to the virus. If they fail, they'll suffer a large drop in defense and elemental resistance. So you have a limited time where you gain a...
Yeah, it gives you like a little bar, and the bar slowly fills up. And once it fills up, that's when you get that massive defense and element, and you reduce it by attacking the monster until you get it back down to 0.
Right.
And that's when you get
So
your
how
buff.
does it infect you?
I'm not really sure how the other monsters do it. Go Magara is the biggest one that does it, and he puts like these puddles of purpley goo on the ground. If you step in it, you'll get virus.
I get infected with a feral wyvern virus. That's kind of weird.
Unfortunately, it doesn't zombify you. It would be nice if he brought you back from the dead every time you died.
Yeah, that would be so... Now, that's where the fun cuts off. It's like, oh, I'm invincible. Alright, so why don't you take the next part?
Alright. Rather than being set in one town, Monster Hunter 4 takes place with a traveling caravan that travels to multiple different towns throughout the game. It has a much more involved story than before, complete with multiple NPC hunters that you will encounter both in town and out in the field. However, the story is still pretty much the same. There's a big bad monster. Please save us. Alright. Let's see here. The new weapons they added into the game, there's 2 of them. The first one is the insect staff. It allows Hunter to pole vault into the air. All other weapons have to drop down from higher terrains in order to jump on the monster's back, etc. It's faster than the longsword, but it has the longsword's reach. It's a very long-range weapon. Well, not long-range, but you know what I mean. Insect staffs also come with a large tame Neopteran bug that the hunter gets to control. The insects have stats that are separate from the staff itself, like power, stamina, speed, and element. And they can be enhanced on their own. They level up and they evolve, like Pokemon, into different types. When used in a fight, the insect attaches to the monster and it drains essence from it. And what type of essence it drains depends not only on the monster, but also where on the monster it goes. And it varies between monsters, so if you attack a Tigrex's tail and get one type of essence, you probably won't get the same type of essence from a different monster's tail. So they're all different, you'll have to memorize where everything goes. When it's recalled to the hunter receives the essence as a buff. And there are 4 different kinds of essence. There's a white one, which increases your speed. There's a red one, which increases your attack. An orange one, which increases defense. And a green one, which will recover a small amount of your health. And on top of this, the hunter has 3 different slots for essences. and you can mix and match colors in these slots to grant extra buffs, like how a hunting horn combines different colored notes to make buffs. But the buffs don't last very long, so the hunter has to always be looking for opportunities to steal more essence.
More essence.
And the second weapon is the charge axe.
Ooh, I'm excited for this.
It is very stylish looking. It's similar to switch axe. It has 2 different modes. It has a sword and shield mode, and it has an axe mode. The charge axe stores up energy when dealing hits in sword mode, which is then used to fuel the powerful attacks of the axe mode. And it is possible to overload the charge axe while in sword mode, which will cause the weapon to just bounce on everything, regardless of what its sharpness is.
Oh, Jesus.
So you kind of have to go into axe mode once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And something I am very happy for, Monster Hunter 4 brings back feline companions.
Wow.
Yay! Kitties!
Really?
Yes!
You don't want...
I love the kitties.
You don't want you don't want your buddies?
Kayamba and Chacha, they're
You don't want
nice
Kayamba
and all,
anymore? You
but
don't want...
they're nice and all, but I like my kitty cats.
Wow.
I want Marco back. He was awesome.
Fair enough. I don't know.
Anyway,
It's just I kind of miss. I like them having like more than just being a cat that gets you things.
Well, first off, your new felines, you can actually customize the first one. You start off with one. Like, you don't even have to, like, get one from the cat lady. You can you start off the game with one, and you can customize it just like you customize your hunter. You can even customize its voice, which I think is hilarious. Similar to Monster Hunter Portable 30, you can also make armor and weapons for your kitties.
Okay.
And they are apparently much smarter than they were in previous games. More akin to Chacha and Kayamba, and possibly even better. They also have different like types, personalities, and depending on which 2 cats you pair up together, depending on how they mesh with personalities, they have different combination attacks. One of which was seen in the trailer, where they shoot off that frickin' rocket ship and jump at the monster's face.
Oh, yes.
But your other felines can be recruited out in the field. You'll find them and you can recruit them. So that's how you get more.
Alright, that's pretty exciting. Oh yeah. Monster list time, huh?
All the monsters are at our Monster Hunter 4.
Alright, here we go. Time to
It's a
mess
long
up
one.
some names.
Oh boy. Well, you should know all of these. These are the returning ones.
The returning monsters are, and I'm actually happy to see this first guy, Acantor, Basarios, Brachiodos, Congalala, Emerald Congalala, Devil Joe, Savage Devil Joe. Oh,
Just think for a minute. Jumping on the back of a Savage Devil Joe.
I'ma get that virus. Give me that virus.
Oh.
Do you say Gendrome or Gendrome?
I usually say Gendrome.
Okay, good. Gendrome.
Yeah.
Gravios, which is nice, and Black Gravios. Kind of nice to see them bringing those guys back. I never liked their design, but it's nice to see them coming back.
Yeah.
Great Jiggy. I'm sorry, Great Jag. The Great Jiggles.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine a Jiggy, a baby Giginox? That's like the size of a Great Jaggy.
I mean, Great Jaggies can be pretty small.
Still.
Like, I think the smallest one I had was just a little larger than a, oh, what was it called?
A regular Jaggy?
No. What's the other one? The female one.
Jigia?
Yeah, Jigia. Like, it was just a little bigger than a Jigia. I was like,
He was a tiny babs.
Was. Alright, Gypsaros.
Yay.
Purple Gypsaros.
Double yay.
Butte.
Iodrome.
Iodrome is back. Yes, that's kind of nice to see. Kezu. Red Kezu, so... I don't know. I liked Giginox better, but whatever. It's kind of nice to see Kezu back, I guess. That really creepy thing. But then again, like, all the cave ones are really creepy if you read their backstories.
Yeah.
Ugh. Logambi. Stupid rabbit. Rajong, which I'm really excited to see. I really hope Gold Rajong is back as well.
I think. Well, I think they both count as the same thing. So.
Well, you know, but like Super Saiyan Rajang was fun. Rathalos, Azure and Silver Rathalos, and Pink, Gold, and regular Raytheon. So it's nice to see them actually putting all the colors back in, unlike with the first try and all that stuff. Tigrix, Black Tigrix, and apparently a new subspecies, as my co-host has hinted
Yeah,
at.
we're getting there.
Velocidrome, Yin Garuga, or do you say Yin?
I say Yin.
Yin, okay. Yin Kutku, Blue Yin Kutku, Zinogre, Stygian Zinogre, Fatalis, Crimson Fatalis, Kieran.
But no white Fatalis.
Kieran, really?
Kieran. Oh, wait till you see what else is coming.
Kushaladora, oh boy. Rusted Kushaladora, and Teostra. Boy, all these dragons I really don't like. Okay, and
the new. I'll spare you the agony of trying to pronounce.
No, give it. I
Ramadi.
want to let me try. I like embarrassing myself.
Okay, I'm probably gonna embarrass myself too.
For the new monsters, Aru Serutasu. It is a mantis wasp-like.
When in doubt, assume the U is silent.
Aru.
That's what I've learned with Ramaji.
Arcertas. No, that sounds stupid. It's got to be Aru. Anywho, it's a mantis
maybe
wasp-like
Aru
monster.
Sertas.
Huh?
Maybe Aru Sertas.
You know, I don't like your attitude. Anyway, as I've said like a third time, it's a mantis wasp-like monster, and is the male counterpart to Gineru. I want to say Gineru, not Gineru. Gineru Cerutas. Gineru Cerutas. That sounds pretty good. And which is a beetle scorpion, and they combine. It like Gineru attracts the first
male
one.
version.
Aerocertus,
The female attracts the male with pheromones.
and the two combine like a freaking Power Rangers thing, like a Zord.
They're basically in like a mating position,
It's pretty lewd.
literally. Yeah, the male is on top of the female.
Doesn't one like turn into like? Don't they glow or something?
I don't know.
I think I heard
Possibly.
about that. And most of their class is
Neopterans.
Neopterans.
Yeah, the same as the Vespoids and Altros that everyone loves.
Yes. All right, so Basario subspecies. Mossy with pink crystals on its back, and it lives in the forest.
It's very pretty.
This is
As
the one-
pretty as a Basarius can ever get.
Yeah, I guess. So this next one is actually something similar to what's in Frontier, right?
No, actually.
Oh, this isn't the one?
It's neither of them.
Oh, I thought like the big snake one was.
We're gonna get to him.
Okay,
but
I'm jumping the gun. All right, Garara Ajara.
Ajara.
It's a snake.
Yeah, I know.
wyvern, which,
It's the snake wyvern. It's the one that we saw in the trailer.
yeah, that'll be interesting.
It looks
to see.
it looks feathery, but it doesn't actually have feathers or scales. But
Goa Magara. It's a large black dragon, but it's not classified as an elder dragon.
right.
Its type is listed as question mark. And it is the flagship monster of MH4. And then you have the juvenile form of it, Shigaru
No.
Magara.
Goa is the juvenile form.
Oh, it is?
Goa Magara is the juvenile form of Shigara Magara.
Shigaru Magara. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, told you.
These names.
I know.
And it's a golden elder dragon, and it's the in-game boss of MH4's offline campaign.
And if you haven't seen it, I highly suggest going on YouTube and finding this sucker's intro video, cause holy crap, he's awesome.
Sounds like it. Oh, this one I actually like. Kachawacha. It's a monkey lemur-like fanged beast, and this is the one that had like its ears fold over its face for a mask, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. If I remember though, you do fight on like a web setting,
Yeah.
or I'm sorry, a forest setting, not a web. That's another one.
Well, no, it is in the web area. Though,
Oh, it
so-
is? Oh, I thought it
Yeah,
was just
the web is in the forest.
Ah, okay. Because I remember seeing that and be like, ooh.
But the web is also where you fight the next guy.
Yeah. Oh boy. Neru. You do this one.
Nurse Cura.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
Okay, Nurse Cura is the newest. Is the first monster in the Chilicerata group. It's the big spider.
Yes.
He's creepy looking.
He's kind of cool though. I like that they're actually.
He is
adding
cool,
insects.
but he's creepy.
It's nice that we're finally adding big insects.
Yes.
I better
That
get
is
like
true.
some Kamen Rider like outfit out of this though.
I don't know what his armor looks like. If it looks like that, I will be.
I will have
bash.
to ask Alt sometime. Maybe he'll know. Since our friend apparently imported it and is playing it quite often. It also.
And we are all very jelly.
Before I continue the monsters, MH4 has online.
Yes.
It has online built-in, unlike 3U on the 3DS.
Mm-hmm.
This one has actual Wi-Fi, which is whatever. All right, so Tessukabura. Yes,
Close enough.
it is a large red-faced amphibian with massive trunks, and this is the frog thing, right?
Tusks.
Tusk. I said tusks.
You said trunks.
Well, you know what? The recording will tell. If I said trunks, it's a trunk now. So it. This is the gigantic frog, right?
Yes, it's the big red-faced looking thing
That
that
like.
we saw in the trailers running around I think it says in the underground. It's like in a cave area, kind of a deserty cave. But yeah, he's the big frog.
I like his design too. I'm liking how they're like
Yes.
going forward with the designs and stuff. I just hope they update some of the older monsters.
Yeah, they really didn't do a whole lot with the old monsters that they brought back. I mean, aside from the ones that were already updated from, 3, like Rathian and Rathos and them, the old ones, they didn't do much with their models, and they kind of need it.
Yeah.
I mean, they still look better than they used to, but they need work.
Yes. Okay, so and then you have the Tigrex rare species.
Mm-hmm.
It's a red.
It is. Yep, go on.
It's a red dark blue coloration, and it appears in the tower.
Mm-hmm. He's dragon element.
Ooh.
His taxi dragon element. And oh my goodness. Let me describe this to you, okay? I was watching this poor Japanese guy fighting this guy on the tower. And he does kind of like the explosive roar that Black Tigress does,
Okay.
but even worse.
Worse.
And he will do it twice in a row.
Ooh.
So the target was about to roar. He got out of the way so that it wouldn't hurt him, but he was still cowering. And as he was cowering, the Tigrex backed up, aimed right at him, and did it again. And it was like down to less than a quarter of his HP from full. Just bam.
No.
It was so painful.
That. Oh. Rip.
Yep, rip. But he looks awesome. He looks awesome.
This next one sounds kind of cool. Zagiru?
Close enough.
Huh?
Sure.
Okay. It's a large shark-like amphibian, and that sounds kind of weird.
The little ones that he has like little minions, like his young or whatever.
Uh-huh.
I swear they look like Gibble
Oh no.
from Pokemon. I swear they look like Gibble. And this guy looks very Gibble-ish too, except he lives in the frozen area, the frozen north area, and he apparently like gets ice on him, and like it makes spikes and stuff
Ooh.
on him. So he's kind of crazy looking.
All right. Darren Moran.
Mm-hmm.
Elder Dragon, obviously. Very similar to Jin, but with a single drill-like tusk.
Mm-hmm.
And
He was also the one that was in the trailer
yes.
that everybody saw and took screenshots of, and they were like, "That is not Jin! That is not Jin!"
It is not Jin. And remember, we had a discussion about this where or at least I thought that was the Tuscan Locklack.
Possibly.
Not a Jim Moran tusk, because Jim Moran tusk is more solid, whereas that one is a bit jagged looking.
Yes.
So, who knows? I mean, they could have thrown that in, because this has been in development for a
Possible.
while.
Yes, it's possible.
All right, so, oh boy, time for an exciting one. Kirin subspecies.
Mm-hmm.
Ice horse with inverted colors.
Yep. Basically, everywhere that Kieran is white, he is dark blue. Everywhere where Kieran is dark blue, he is white.
Delightful. Very good, Capcom.
He looks really cool, but yeah, it is too Kieran. There's actually a quest I saw where you have to fight both of them in the same area at the same time.
That sounds pretty annoying. Okay.
And last but certainly not least,
this is the one I was thinking of.
Yes.
All right. Dara Amadura. I can go with that. Yeah.
Sure.
Is a massive snake-like elder dragon. A lot of people thought it was the Raviant clone in the early trailers, but it's not. And in case you don't know, Raviant is one of the monsters in Frontier that is very similar looking, but not quite.
Not quite.
Not quite. Hunters can climb onto at certain points, similar to Jin and Dara and Moran, and is the end boss of the online campaign.
Yep. He's basically a giant version of Garara Ajara. He has the same rigging, I guess you want to call it.
Yeah. How horrifying, though.
But he's gigantic.
And
he has awesome theme music.
Does he?
Especially in part 2, the theme music sounds like something out of freaking Lawrence of Arabia or something.
Oh, Jesus.
It really does.
Can I dress up as Aladdin now?
And go hunting for white livers.
Here I go. Oh, yeah. This seems like it's gonna be pretty solid if and when it comes out here. Like I said,
please do.
Getting a Korean release, so
cross your fingers, folks.
If you want to import a Korean 3DS or a Japanese 3DS in the game, you can do that now, whichever is cheaper. If you cannot wait, I would suggest waiting. But yeah, I think that wraps up the news.
Yeah, just about it. Although I just read, like minutes before we started recording.
Wow, don't even tell
they're
me.
they're releasing another expansion for Monster Hunter Frontier.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know. This probably happened during our hiatus, but they released Monster Hunter Frontier G.
Yes.
Which had a bunch of updates and all new monsters and lots of awesome stuff. But they're making another update, which is Monster Hunter Frontier G. I'm not kidding.
Say it again.
Monster Hunter MHFG.
Oh, dear me.
They're adding a new weapon class.
Oh.
It is based on the Tonfa. It's
Whoa.
a Tonfa weapon. It's pretty cool looking. And they are updating the graphical engine. Apparently they have discovered dynamic lighting at last.
Okay.
And getting some updates to some higher resolution textures and whatnot. But that's about all that I saw so far as updates.
Sounds
for that.
exciting enough.
But yeah,
Frontier
GG.
Good game.
Yeah, really.
Alrighty, so I guess that wraps up the news segment. Like I said, we'll have everything linked.
And you can head to the lower bit after we're done.
Yes. I think that wraps everything up.
Yep.
I guess I'll just throw a shout out there. If anyone's in New Orleans area and wants to hunt, hit me up.
Poor lonely Adele.
Yeah, really, it sucks. But you're no better, so.
But at least I have the Wii U version,
Yeah,
so I can
well,
play
you know
online.
what? Shut up.
You're getting it too.
I will get it one day. One day. I need money. More money. More money.
Always need more money.
Yes. I think that's it. Also, if you are listening to it, I'm now on full time as the co-host on the Pocket Players podcast. So.
I am still only guest host.
Yeah, we don't need
The only thing I play is Nintendo stuff. So
Yeah, you really,
unless it's Nintendo.
Well, I mean, fix that. Don't get one, but get a Vita.
There's nothing I want on the Vita.
Exactly.
Exactly.
There's nothing on the Vita. Not even Monster Hunter. Ah!
I know, right? But yeah.
Oh.
Although I'm trying to convince Casey to do another Pokemon episode about the more competitive stuff, since we really didn't talk about it at all.
What's to talk about? People RNG.
The changes to Ivy. Has anyone figured out how to do the RNG yet? Does anybody need to figure out how to do
Everyone
the RNG
knows how to
yet?
RNG. There's a stupid
In X and Y?
program for it now.
In X and Y.
I'm pretty sure people are already RNGing.
No. Whatever.
So I mean,
With all the changes they've done, it's probably easier to just do it legit at this point. But anyway, that's for the show.
yes. All right. So, until next time, hunters. I
Yes,
guess
our
we're signing
next.
off.
Sure. Well, our next episode, when we get around to recording it, which will hopefully happen not 6 months hence.
No, definitely not. I'm gonna really bring it down on Rin and have it ready for next week.
Bring it down on me.
Yeah,
Why
you're
is
the
my
guy.
fault?
You are the one that does all the lore and news.
Anyway, the next episode will be wrapping up our village and town lore. We will be covering Monster Hunter 1, which is Kokoto and Mindguard. And if we have space, we may throw in Yukumo Village and Tansia Port in there too, because they were kind of the stragglers.
Kumo, my favorite village.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, so I guess well, this has been the news segment. Be sure to watch the lore. I'm Adele,
I'm Rin.
and remember, hunters, keep those weapons sharp.